What's up, happy people? My name is Dexter, and if you can't tell from my voice, I'm actually really very excited. I'm excited for two reasons. First, this is my first unboxing video. Um, I always thought they were kind of cheesy when I see them on YouTube, even though there was like nothing in the box. For some reason, I always spend like an hour watching them when I had time to kill, and I just thought they were absolutely fascinating, even though there was nothing worthwhile in the box. And the other reason I'm excited is because what I will be unboxing, and it is this. I'm just going to read that. It's the One Funnel Away Challenge Kit. And you can tell, yes, I'm a funnel hacker, wearing my t-shirt today. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what is the One Funnel Away Challenge? Basically, it is 30 days of intensive coaching and training in direct sales and the science of sales. And it is just one of those things that has been part of my entrepreneur journey. We study the methodology, the processes, the mindset and the reasoning behind sales, why things work the way that they do, why they need to be done in a certain way. How do you approach them? How do you actually get people to follow you and want to buy from you? As far as the work goes, we actually go through, finding the right markets, creating offers, building assets, and ultimately launching a product funnel to help launch us into profit. Now, that is basically what the One Funnel Away Challenge is. The reason I got into the One Funnel Away Challenge is for two reasons. Number one, I had read this book, and if you haven't read this book, I guarantee you it will really change you. It is DOTCOM Secrets by Russell Brunson. He actually has another book that I'm actually getting started to read, Expert Secrets. But this book here is an introduction and sort of a walkthrough of direct sales and how to make money online, or basically how to make money, because it works whether it's online or offline. And I'm doing the One Funnel Away Challenge because I wanted to reinforce everything that I was learning in the book, sort of put myself into sort of like a pressure cooker to actually really apply what I'm learning to launch out onto my own. Now, this works whether you're building a business opportunity, whether you're in affiliate marketing, whether you're doing direct sales, online or offline. The science of sales works everywhere. Or especially in my case, where I'm trying to restart and relaunch my own music company. So that's what the challenge is. Now, the reason why I decided to actually take this whole path, what led me to the book and doing the challenge, is because I've been trying to solve a problem in my entrepreneur journey for a really long time. And it is learning the science of sales. Now, over the years, I've had some really great accomplishments, and I've talked about some of them. First and foremost, the biggest one is actually being able to work from home. For me, that's like the greatest thing, especially since at one time I hated working, and I reached a point where I was literally crying in my van. I didn't have money to pay for parking, that's an entire long story. But I got to the point where I was literally sitting in my van 2 hours away from my job, or 2 hours away from home. That's how long I had to travel to get to the job. It was a construction, and I reached a point where everything was just boiling over, and I was tired, I was frustrated, I was angry, and we had to pay for parking, and then we had to walk over the construction site, and I was already broke. I was already tired from the weekend before, and my pay wasn't all that great. And what happened was I spent too much money, and I didn't have enough money to pay for parking for the week, and I was dead broke. And everything that I've been wanting my entire life, it's like all of a sudden all of it hit at one time. And I sat there in that van, and I was literally crying, and I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. Give the language, but you know, the very thought of doing this, working a regular job for the rest of my life, I was like, I can't do it, and I refused to do it. And when I left, I decided that day I was going to screw it and just go. I had to figure something else out. So I was so stressed. I had no plans at all. All I know is I couldn't do this anymore. I had to do something else. And it was, I was so stressed out because, my only stream of income just went up in smoke, and I walked away from it. And, I was so stressed out that I actually passed the exit off ramp to get on the highway to go home. I passed it 3 times. And it's like, that was frustrating me because I'm like, I traveled this every day. And I kept passing it. And I was mad at myself, and I was crying, and I was frustrated. And, from that point to this, all those years in between, my biggest problem has been consistency in making money. I look out there into the field, and everybody's making money. Everybody that's successful is making money month after month after month after month. And for me, I was stuck in this one place in all these different opportunities I was trying. And yes, I made money. Yes, I had clients and stuff like that coming in. Yes, some of you guys probably knew how I started my tech company. Me and my dad printed up flyers. My dad made a sign, and we literally walked the entire neighborhood passing out flyers, sticking them in mailboxes, knocking on doors. And that's how I started my PC repair business at home. So it's not that I was lazy, is that I was stuck. I couldn't figure out why I wasn't doing this. Why wasn't I having the success that these other people were having? I was in the game as long as they were. I was doing the same things they were, and I was just missing something. And so my journey started with trying to find out that one little piece of information. If I could figure this one thing out that I'm missing, that everything else in my life would not be a problem. During the years not making an income the way I needed to make an income, I can't even tell you how bad that was. My family didn't say it, but I could feel it. I could feel like they were judging me, and maybe I was just inventing it in my mind. But for me, I wasn't the man I should be. I mean, honestly, there was a lot of shame there. There was a lot of heartache there. There was a lot of pain there. I mean, I was dealing with personal stuff too. And my mind was messed up. My attitude was messed up. I was angry all the time. I actually became a little bit of a hermit. I just couldn't face anybody. You could probably ask my family, but I didn't take care of myself. I mean, there were times where it was just nasty. I wouldn't even shower for like a week. I'd stay in bed sleeping all day, and when I wasn't doing that, I was playing video games, and I reached a seriously low point before I actually started taking this stuff seriously. And when I did, I realized that there was something missing. I could do the steps. I knew strategy. When I worked for other people, when I finally started getting clients and Hump and stuff like that, it would work for others, but it wouldn't work for me. And I needed to figure out why it wasn't working for me. And the truth of the matter is that I was actually missing something. And when I look back at all of the problems in my life, 90 to 95% of all my problems were in one way, shape, or form related to money, or the lack of consistency in making money. And when you have people relying on you, and you're there to help out your family, and you can't do it, that is the worst feeling in the world. It really is. I mean, I put on a brave face for the world, and I acted like it wasn't a big deal, that everything is getting going. But at the same time, I was broken inside, for real. And looking back at the problems that I had with money, I realized that if if I could figure out this one thing that I've been missing, I would have the most important financial skill that anybody needs in life, period. That is the ability to make money from any time, at anywhere, no matter where you are, no matter what's happening in any circumstance. To me, if I can figure that out, all other money related problems gone. And for me, that is what I set out to do. And it took me on a really long journey. And looking through some of the great leaders in finance and business that went through, I actually, if you believe that the Lord puts people in your path when you need them the most, you will understand why I connected with some people and I kept them around and I listened to them. One of them, I consider him to be a great friend because he spent a huge amount of time invested in me, never asked for a penny. I mean, he just really, really went out of his way to invest his time and his knowledge into me. I won't mention his name here, but, well, I'll mention his first name. Chris, you are a godsend, brother. Love you. And, I went through all of these people that tried to help me. And there are a few of them that really stuck. One of them is Russell Brunson. I started out with Russell Brunson when I first was trying to figure out how this online thing works. And this goes way back before I left. I mean, before I left trying to work online and resolve myself to working a job for the rest of my life, which kind of led to my crisis that day of me sitting in the van and going home, because it was not something I wanted to do. I've wanted to be a millionaire since I was a kid. That's a story I'll share for another day. But when I resolved to do something that was against my nature, my natural desire, what I really wanted to do, it caused massive internal conflict. Sorry. But I picked up with Russell for a while. The information he taught me took me a very long way. And then I kind of dropped off over the years. And, I hooked on to people like Chris, and I started listening to people like Dan Kennedy. I was actually getting off of reading a book by Bill Glazer, Tony Robbins. I read some of their information. The book I actually referenced before, it's one of the books that Tony Robbins wrote. It's Money Master the Game, and I was really trying to figure this stuff out. And then one day, I ran across .com Secrets. I was like, I haven't checked out Russell in a while. Let me go ahead and read this book, and boom, everything changed for me. I'm like, this is what I was missing. So I took the information from the .com Secrets. I started applying it to my businesses, and you can actually see here, like some of the training and stuff like that. I started drawing out my little funnel plans. I started solving problems that were in, looking at some of the problems and stuff like that that's coming out in the industry. I've been drawing out everything. I mean, I just have, like pages and, pages and pages front and back. I mean, I have an entire notebook over here just stacked with stuff. Anyway, I finished reading the book twice, and I saw the opportunity for One Funnel Away Challenge, and I'm like, that's what I need. I need to be in that pressure cooker. I need to be forged a little bit. I need somebody to help me push forward and get to where I'm going. And, whatever you're doing in life, I don't care what your problems are, whether it's personal. The majority of problems people face are in one way, shape, or form linked with money. Lack of it, problems caused by it. And, the worst thing a person can do, especially being a man, and I know this is going to sound a little bit off, but part of being a man is tied to the worth of being a man. It's tied to his ability to provide. And as a man, if you can't provide, man, that's a whole different type of headache. But anyway, about 2 weeks through, about 14 days through the One Funnel Away challenge, and I've actually been waiting for this box for a while, and you can tell I'm excited, right? So what I'm going to do is I am going to open this box, and I'm going to kind of show you guys exactly what is in it. So let's go ahead and crack it open. You're going to get to see me do this. All right. So, oh, cool. There's a quote here from Sir Winston Churchill. Your training officially begins now. You can actually see the quote here. To each, there comes in their lifetime a special moment when they are figuratively tapped on the shoulder and offered the chance to do a very special thing unique to them and fitted to their talents. What a tragedy if that moment finds them unprepared or unqualified for that which could have been their finest hour. That's profound. Okay, there is there's general information about the challenge and how someone can actually earn promoting the challenge. That's really cool. There's a bunch of red string. Yeah, I'm not going to play with string. That's never been my thing. Okay, what is this? Okay. Oh, I know what this is. This is an audio player. It's an MP3 player. All right, check it out. So one of the things that you're actually promised when you join the One Funnel Away challenge is an audio recording of the very first One Funnel Away challenge they did with all of the coaching and all of the training. So yes, this is definitely really, really good. And I actually like that box. It's actually pretty cool. More red stringy stuff. Oh, cool. What is this? Look at this. Look how wrapped this is. It's like a present just for me. I almost don't want to break the seal. You see the seal? I almost don't want to break it. It's like so pretty. Yes, I'm a grown man that said it's so pretty. Okay, let's tear it open here. It's like Christmas Day. Okay, there is more information on how to make money from being a challenge. Now, this is actually a really, really good book. I've been listening to audio recordings in the One Funnel Away challenge, and it's you suddenly lose everything. It's 30days.com, and basically what it is a book, nice hardcover, I love it, that filled with stories and strategies of people who were successful now. If they lost everything and they had to start over, what strategy, what method would they use to actually start over? If they lost everything and they only had 30 days in which to get back on their feet, what would they do? And I'm telling you, I've been listening to the audios and it's really, really great. I love that it's in a book format. So we're just going to stick this over here. Okay. 2 Comma Club coaching. The 2 Comma Club are people who earned 2 commas in their income, meaning $1 million, 7 figures. So that's actually really, really good. That's what I'm working towards. Some of you follow me on my Facebook profile. You know, one of my challenges is to actually get through, is to actually break my first 7 figures, which is something I believe I'm actually really close to. Have the One Funnel Away challenge workbook. During the challenge, every day you actually get homework. and there's another step to take to actually progress on the path to actually starting making money. They give you homework. This is the workbook, all the way through week 4. Yeah, well, I'm actually in week 2. It's one of the reasons I'm excited, because I'm actually waiting for this book. It's pretty good. And let's see what else is in there. No, that is it. So I'm gonna put all this funny stuff back in here. Red tape everywhere. Yeah. Okay, so that is in the box. We get the audio recordings, the first challenge. We get the book. We have the coaching. We have the workbook, and that's really nice. I like having something physical to handle and touch. There is a whole lot of red stuff all over my table right now. Okay, so yeah, I didn't go too much into the stories that I had about my history, what got me here. You guys got a little bit of a taste of what it was and everything that I wanted to do, everything I wanted to accomplish. And first of all, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for the last 20 minutes or so. But I'm on this journey to 7 figures, and a lot of what it is that I want to accomplish in life. Like, I can tell you some of my goals. One of them, I want to create housing community, a protected community for battered and abused women. That is just something that's near and dear to me. I will not tell that story because it's really personal, and it doesn't involve just me. So there's a really personal reason behind it. I want to personally, music saved my life. Another story I will actually tell you guys later on, but if it wasn't for music, I would not be here today. I mean, quite literally, like I said, the Lord puts people and things in your way at a time in your life when you need them the most. And He put Dr. Float, that was her name, in my way at a time when I was going through some really rough stuff back in school when I was a kid. And the Lord put her in my way, and music saved my life. Quite seriously, music changed my life. It saved me. So music is sort of my passion. One of the goals that I have, we're going to leave that a little secret for right now. I'll talk about that in maybe another video. I do plan to go live again pretty soon. I'll kind of share my backstory, my origin story, as it were, about what actually got me through here. I actually have the $3 million story that a lot of people who've heard it, they tend to like. I'm sure you guys will find that interesting. But yeah, bottom line, if you are struggling in your business, if you're trying to figure out this money thing like I was, whether you're tired of your job, whether you're looking for secondary income, whether you have an idea that you want to launch and be profitable in, it's even if you're working a regular job, especially in sales, and you want to hit those markers, you want to get those bonuses, you want to get the big money and stuff like that, I would highly recommend this book, DOTCOM Secrets. I would highly recommend the One Funnel Away Challenge. And after the challenge, now I say after the challenge, because I think, and this is just for me personally, Expert Secrets. I started reading this. I realized, I started reading this during the challenge, and I realized that I was actually getting a little bit ahead of the challenge. So I would actually think in order, I would recommend personally DOTCOM Secrets for the foundation. Like this book is the truth when it comes to business and sales. Definitely get this. And yes, I will put links in the description when I upload it. I would recommend doing the challenge. Definitely doing the challenge, because the challenge is the thing that's going to push you to start making money. It's going to push you into the marketplace, actually help you get income going, whether you have an opportunity or not. Like I said, if you are like me, if you believe this one thing, that ability to make money from anywhere at any time in any circumstance, no matter what happens, is important to have, especially today's economy where everybody's talking about another crash is coming, whether it happens or not. Being able to provide for yourself and provide for your family, that is like the most important financial skill anybody can have. And you have an opportunity that I don't. You have an opportunity to start learning this stuff without years and years of struggle under your belt. And I had to struggle for it. Like, a few weeks back, my sister said, it's like, you've been working on this for years, Dexter, and you still haven't made it. And yeah, I put on a brave face, but it tore me up inside, because she's right. It took me a long time to figure this out, and I'm still not where I wanted to be. But the good news is that I'm actually getting there. And, more important than the money and the progress and everything that comes with it, this journey that I was on helped me to become a better person, which is why I'm able to sit in front of a camera and talk for half an hour, and actually be in a great mood, be free and excited and happy for the first time in years. Now, I've actually been like this for a while, but yeah, the personal journey I've been on to actually get here, I'll share the stories about some of the stuff I've been through, and care about how I was, but where I am today, I'm very happy with where I am today. And I'm still growing, I'm still learning, and I'm hoping that a lot of you guys actually see my story. I don't see myself as a mentor or a coach to anybody, especially since I'm still going through this myself. But if my story, my journey, my trials and tribulations as they were, help some of you get past to from where you are now, like if you were stuck like me, through the steps, get to a position where you can have extra income, where you can work from home, where you can have time to study and hang out with your friends and game. Like one of my life's motto is good food, good company, great music. That's what I'm about now. Whether we're playing video games or, like hanging out with my dad in the living room, talking, taking him out for lunch like I did yesterday. And, checked out a couple of Mexican restaurants. It's definitely worth it. Take it seriously. Don't take yourself seriously. Like you could tell, I got my afro. I got a little bit of gray hair going on. My teeth, my bottom teeth are crooked. It's nothing. We're living in an amazing time right now where anything is possible. We have the technology, and a lot of people that went through it, they spent tens of thousands of dollars to sit down and make a video. And I am here on my laptop with a stupid app I paid $30 for, and it's a great time to be alive. And if you're looking to break through, I recommend this book, and I recommend the One Funnel Away Challenge. And after you're done with the One Funnel Away Challenge, I recommend Expert Secrets. Now, that being said, I'm going to be going live a lot more often, shooting more videos. It's actually like my second or third video on this platform. But I will actually be doing a lot more sharing with you guys, and I hope you guys come along for the journey. All right? So, peace. Happy people. Love you guys.